Welcome to the Softland Central podcast, your home for market entry knowledge and resources. Softland Central is brought to you by Softland Partners, an online marketplace to help you find best fit resources for your market entry. Find them at softlandpartners.com. Well, hi everybody. Welcome to Softland Central, and this is the hub of market entry information, knowledge, and connections. So today we are so privileged to have Angie Rupert with us from Rupert Law in Los Angeles. Hi, Angie. How are you doing?
Hello, Bill. I'm great. Thanks. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. So, Angie, for everybody, so everybody knows, Angie is an immigration law expert, and particularly her focus is the E-2 visa. But she is really an expert on helping entrepreneurs come into the U.S. and be able to immigrate successfully into the U.S. So, Angie, it's really been great to get to know you, but obviously our audience doesn't. We have people from all over the world, and many of which are looking to, if not now, at some point, begin doing business in the U.S. So before we kind of hop into the details of the specific opportunities or pathways, it would be great to get to know you a little bit. So can you talk a little bit about your background and about Rupert Law and your specialty?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So I've been doing immigration law for several years now, and specifically, as you mentioned, the E-2 and helping entrepreneurs through a variety of other visas. And yeah, I'm in Los Angeles. My law firm helps people all over the world get to the United States and run businesses or work at foreign-owned businesses here in the United States.
Cool. And how did you happen to pick immigration law? Obviously, there are a lot of different choices of law.
Yeah.
Why immigration law?
Yeah, it was kind of an interesting, detour. I started in other types of law and doing all kinds of other things. As in this kind of modern world, I feel like I've had like 25 different careers, but immigration so far has been the best one. There's a great program here in Los Angeles. The LA County Bar Association has an immigration project. And some years ago, when I had a baby, I needed just some time off. And so I started volunteering there twice a week. Yeah. And I started learning all of the ropes and really seeing how impactful this area of law is. Sometimes you'll hear that from attorneys that, I just was kind of sick of making rich people richer. That kind of attitude, it's kind of hard to feel good about like your actual day-to-day. Immigration was great. I loved the clients. I liked the work. It was really rewarding. And then once I kind of went out on my own, I found that the entrepreneurs who are coming here were the most exciting for me. So that's really where I've been focusing for several years now. Yeah.
That's great. So, and you just mentioned the entrepreneurs, the clients who you work with. Can you give us a little bit of a profile of what the clients that you work with, what do they typically look like? Are there certain parameters that make someone really a good fit for your service?
Yeah, absolutely. Most clients, but not all, own companies in their home country or in another country outside of the United States, and they want to start something here. Maybe it's related to the business in the other country, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's something brand new that they're really ready to try. That is a lot. That a lot of the clients kind of fit into that category. Some also say, "Hey, I have a company in country X. I also have a company in the United States, and I want to send some people over to the United States to help in that company." And so that's another kind of area. And so, they're the client, but actually the employees are who are going to be coming over. And then sometimes it's the investors. I want to start a new business in the United States, or I recently started it, but it's kind of floundering. I'm the one that I want to go over and work in it. So those are generally the types. I have people from all over the world doing all sorts of things. I guess that's the exciting part is I have some of the most interesting businesses and interesting entrepreneurs and business owners and employees, especially skilled or managerial employees, coming to the U.S. And we have people going all over the U.S. I have clients right now going to Virginia, North Carolina, Hawaii, Texas, California, of course, like all over. So yeah, it's kind of diverse in that way.
Really cool. So one other thing we should just talk about specifically about you is you're now the chapter leader for Softland Partners and the LA chapter, and you're going to be running meetups in LA for market entry professionals. And that, to me, it also, really complements what you do as a practitioner for your clients, building that network and really helping your clients connect in a variety of ways. So can you give a little highlight as to kind of where your first meetup is this coming Wednesday? What are you excited about with that?
You kind of hit the nail on the head, Bill, because it really is about, I take pride in the services that I offer, but I'm pretty limited, right? So I only do immigration, and people say, oh, okay, so what about if I have an S Corp, or you can't have an S Corp, because what if I have a C Corp and then I want to incorporate, but then I need to pay taxes in Nevada? I'm like, that would be a great question for someone else. And let me direct you to that person. In particular, tax is one of those interesting things, because the United States has different treaties with every country. And so, folks like that, obviously lots of people who can help people incorporate and give them, this is the tax benefit of doing an LLC versus an incorporation versus a partnership versus this state and that state. And then, I have places that are like, well, I need an office, like, where should I go? Well, there are, the possibilities are limitless, but let me give you someone who can guide you based on what you're telling me that you need, your budget, where you want it, that kind of thing. So I have found, and I think that you have as well, which is why you kind of started the whole organization, is people need way more than one person to kind of handle things, right? The United States is a very large country, both population-wise, but also geographically. So sometimes it's great to have a big group, because, for immigration, I can do it for any state. Federal law is all the same, but banking in New York is different than banking in Vermont, is different than banking in Hawaii or Washington State, and so having that great partnership really helps. And I think that it makes the clients, most importantly, really feel comfortable. Some of them have a very long history with the United States and currently live here doing something else, and they have it, they know what they're doing. Some people, I've had clients who have never ever been to the United States and are getting one of these visas. So for them, it's very important to have this great group and a network. And it's important for me because I don't want to say, I don't know, I mean, figure it out, I guess. I have no idea. That's not a great answer to give. So if I could, one moment too, with the soft landing, one of the ways that group specifically has helped me, I don't know if you remember this, it was probably about 6 months ago, I had a potential client call me from Morocco, and she was going to be doing rugs, like really nice rugs. And she's like, okay, well, I really need information about like distribution centers for, rugs and like some of the different materials we're going to need in the United States. I'm like, well, let me check with a friend. And so then I called you, and you actually connected me with someone. That's right. And you connected me with someone who was able to at least give some preliminary answers for this potential client. So it's just one example. So yeah.
Very good. So yeah, having that deep bullpen to be able to help clients in a variety of ways. Sure. Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. All good. So we'll.
A one-way ticket across the nation, a one-way ticket across the nation.